So my name's Christian Shepherd. I am the co-founder of Big Voice Media Group, and we're here at the Australian Swimming Championships on the Gold Coast. So this is our first interaction with Amazon Prime as a production company, so there was quite an expectation of the product that we deliver, the image quality, the graphics, the production level in essence. So to meet that standard, we scaled up quite a bit from our standard swimming setups that we normally do with Swimming Australia. So for this production, total we're running 12 cameras. 6 of those 12 are BirdDog PTZ cameras, 3 P200s and 3 A200s. The A200s were probably the essential part we wanted for this event because it was an outdoor event. When you plan these events out, you have to plan for all weather types, and it's the Gold Coast. We're expecting sunshine, and as per normal, we were delivered 3 straight days of solid rain when we first started the event. So the A200s really earned their spot at the start of the event. Being able to operate as the rain was pouring, because the competition doesn't stop when it's raining. They still swim in the rain, everything still runs, so the cameras still have to run in that whole setup. So having the A200s, being able to clean the lenses mid-show without having to send someone around to go and do that, having anti-fog to be able to stop the lenses from fogging up, and the fact that they're just waterproof is just great. So for this event, we are a 60-40 production of 60% baseband SDI and 40% NDI. The NDI is being converted back to SDI for our switcher end, but the beauty about NDI is once it's in the network, we can route it to as many different destinations as we want. So when we've got TOs that require another feed, or they need help with judicial review or anything, we can route them a feed. Big screen is running off an NDI source that we can route whatever we want to the big screen without having to take up sources off our SDI desk. So the other setup here is we're set up ops on the Western Grandstand, but because we're facing east, we don't want any of the cameras facing into the sun, so all of our camera setup is actually on the Eastern Grandstand looking west. Now that threw in a bit of a distance equation with how we had to get all the camera feeds back and actually power everything that's sitting over on the Eastern Grandstand. So all the PTZs are power over Ethernet on the other side, and we're just bringing the signals back. So the NDI is really helping in actually transmitting that signal back there.
Alrighty, I have no idea why my system did that, but we're back in business. What's going on, everybody? I am BirdDogJon. A little tired, I'm going to be honest with you. Had a rough go last night, and part of it is to do with BirdDog Dexy, who is out of frame. Alright, so BirdDog Dexy is here. Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, back in business. Let's bring him into the show. What's going on, Dexy? Hope you're enjoying your sleep. And today is kind of a special day because we're doing snacks on stream today. And courtesy of Beep Chirp, who heard that I like spicy food and proceeded to send me one of these Korean ramen packs that kill people. So I kind of committed to this when I was fully awake, and this this dish smells very unique. It's definitely different, and I really appreciate it. Anytime somebody sends me snacks, you know, that's great. I really appreciate that. But I don't appreciate it when you try and kill me in the process. So we're going to find out what type of person Beep Chirp is. And this is one of those challenges that I'm stupidly agreeing to. It definitely smells... I just made this. It smells good. Actually, up close, it smells like... Ooh, it smells like a really powerful, like a Kung Pao, or maybe like a General's or something like that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, but also not, because I don't know what this is going to do to me, and I might instantly regret it. Actually, I'm kind of already instantly regretting it. One of the other things that is in my office right now is I reacquired a pair of microphones that are from 3DO Free Space, which are basically microphones that emulate what ears hear. And so there's two microphones inside silicone ears, and I will get a camera on those so that you can see that. Matter of fact, I have a camera. I'm trying to set up the studio a little bit, so I have a couple of different camera angles, and I've got a P400. Unfortunately, it's going to look through my boom stand, but this little microphone went to market, and whoops, not that one. Let's throw the chat up here. Am I still? Yeah, okay, I'm still talking. So 3DO makes these microphones. They have these actual silicone molded ears, so it's a little bit strange, but anyways, I'm gonna monkey around with that. I'm probably gonna do that before I do this challenge, because I'm not looking forward to dying later. So yeah, we are we're gonna deal with that in a second. So anyways, special thanks to Beep Chirp for the free snacks. Always appreciate it when somebody sends us things. I might not appreciate it later, but I definitely appreciate it now, and we're about to see what this sort of stuff does. So we'll record this. It'll go on Snacks on Stream on YouTube. Thank you so much for those of you who are joining us. What's going on, MTash? From YouTube this morning. Howdy, howdy. Balu. Beep Chirp. No records. Did I miss the first bite? No. Not yet. So we're not doing this at the beginning of the show. However, I do want to do this while they're warm, because eating this cold may not be. Now, the general smell of this ramen, when you stir it up, smells, like classic Asian food. But when it just sits there, it almost has a different smell to it. And it might be the seaweed that came in the pack. When you smell it close, it's fine. But yeah, when it just sits there and the air kind of is stagnant in this room right now, it's not... There's something weird. So I'm hoping that's not the aftertaste, because that'd be gross to have all day. And there's a good chance, if this kills me, that I might be MIA for the rest of the week. So I might get a free vacation out of it. You never know. I will admit that I do have a cup of milk here, courtesy of Balu. And I've also got some regular Pringles, which are courtesy from Kevin. So we'll add those to the... I'm just hoping for something that will absorb the oils that burn your face off. Beep Chirps also sent us 2 times spicy. So the plan is to try that this time next week. But we will see. So ramen just looks so gross on camera. It's true. It's got like a worm texture to it, right? I always feel that way when I see it. Yeah, and on the package it shows like vegetables mixed into it. Balu made an observation the other day and he said, you know, this isn't like a soup. This is a stir fry. So you have to make the noodles up and then drain all the water and then add the toppings and stuff, so the water won't dilute the power of the thing. So that's kind of what I've done here. I mean, there is some liquid underneath, but it's just more sauce at this point. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret all of those decisions that I'm going to make here this morning. So there you go. Yeah, and it doesn't look necessarily appealing. So anyways, this is first lunch. And might be the only thing I eat today. So we'll see. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the free snacks, Beep Chirp. I know he can't be here today. He mentioned on Discord that he had to be super busy, but he was going to watch the replay. So shout out to you. I'll do that again. Now, let's trade microphones here and see how if this is working. I see signal coming into the system, so I'm going to turn down... Oh, you can see my hand here on screen. I'm going to turn down the gain on this microphone, and then I'll turn up the gain on that microphone. You probably will hear my voice out of the left channel, I'm hoping. The left channel more than the right, because I'm sitting on the left side. So if you have headphones in, let's see how this works. Here we go. Oh, and I'm gonna switch over back to this guy so that we can do some testing here. Okay, so here we go. Turn this one down. Check, 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 check. Okay, so this microphone's still picking up something. Now let's turn up the other one. Test, test, test. Testing 1, 2, check 1, 2. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Testing, 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 testing. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Nothing, eh? Whoa. Yeah, so I'm not actually getting anything out of this yet. It shows the signal coming into the Behringer, but it's not actually sending it. Yeah, so nothing out of that, although it is clipping on the input. So the microphone is sending signal. It's just not going into the Behringer. So, all right, let me see if I have to specify inside the UMC which input I want to use. I didn't think I did. But let's find out. Yeah, man, that lingering smell of that ramen is just not appealing. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. Alright. So, I have 2 microphones here. Let me see what happens when I... Nothing really. They're both off, but they're both showing both of the microphones are off, but they're both showing a fair bit of signal into the computer. So maybe there's a microphone that I need to add? I doubt it. Audio capture. Ah. Alright, I'm going to switch back to ramen real quick. Wowzers. This other microphone is really hot. Whatever that microphone is. It says input 2, so I'm assuming that's what we're looking at here. But if I turn it up, let me set, whoa, all right, let me set that microphone, and I'm gonna, what? Yeah, okay, so that's it. So let's go over to the audio settings, audio mixer inside Wirecast. Music's doing something weird. It's not clean. Like dropping frames. Let's start a new track and see if we can fix that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to switch over here and try and fix the audio on this microphone. It's like wicked loud. Yeah, that is not that microphone. I have no idea what that source is. Let's edit that. Change source. I wonder what that microphone... I wonder if that's an onboard microphone on this stupid computer. That would be really silly. Anyway, because this microphone says UMC, but it seems to only allow... that's weird. Where is the UMC on here? Oh, here it is. I don't see why it's not including this other microphone. Nope. It doesn't want to include it at all. It's showing it, like it's showing here. Maybe I need to restart this microphone. Well, man, it's so frustrating. Anyway, that 3DO's here. I'm going to have to figure out how to integrate it. That's a shame, though, that it won't work. I don't have an adapter. Oh, yes, I do. There it is. Whoops. So I could put my headphones in the direct monitor of the UMC and see if it's working. So let's give that a go. Alright. Yep. So that works. So the sound is getting to the Behringer. It sounds terrible. But the sound is definitely getting to the Behringer. Oh yeah. And it's mono. That's fun. Well, at least it's mono in my headphones. Okay. Alright. So it's just a configuration. Something's up with that. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Back to the chat. Let's see what we got here. Check on this. Okay. So, let me minimize this. And see what we got here. Nothing like a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning. Yes. I don't know what I'm doing here. I love that song too. Now I'm sad. Oh. Well, it'll come around again. Stay on the show long enough. Well, it's 11:25. I did start late. I'm going to eat this. Well, I'm going to attempt to eat some of it in about 10 minutes because I don't want to get super cold, but I also don't want to try it before the time has come. So it doesn't burn, like the oils don't burn my fingers or anything, so that's good news. Not feeling like any preemptive burn. You know what it smells like? It kind of smells like some sort of bad alcohol. That's what I think it smells like. Yeah, it's like I can't put my finger on it. It's pretty bad though. That lingering smell. Again though, if you stir them up and smell them really close, it smells like spicy noodles is what it smells like. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do that at 11:35, I guess. Destroy my body at that point. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions before we go down that road, because I may not be coherent afterwards. And yeah, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do this. And if I can't do these, there's no way I'm going to be able to do the next ones. So we don't really have a bunch of spicy eaters here in the office. I do know that they were attempted to be eaten. Like somebody ate the ramen noodles and said, well, those are good. But then they said I didn't attempt to eat the sauce. He took one little dab of the sauce and decided it wasn't for him. So that doesn't bode well for me, who poured it all on there and just mixed it up as the directions instructed. So yeah, here we go. Can't wait for that. So yeah, special shout out to Beep Chirp for, yes, it was senseless. Appropriately named. Let's see if Facebook has shut us down yet. Nope, not yet. You've also noticed that Twitch will not reinstate my account yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. But, yep, waiting for that release. Yep, waiting for that. Okay. Yeah, so let me jump back here to... I know, right? See, if you give yourself a username like Senseless, then you really can't afford to do silly or stupid things and just say, well, you know, that's the name of my user tag. It's smart. So I'll say this with all confidence right now, and then I'll eat my words later, along with this bowl of ramen. I do like spicy food, but spicy is one of those words like nice that, you know, may mean something to you and something to me, and we may not be talking about the same thing. So I like eating spicy Asian cuisine. I particularly like Generals, or I like Kung Pao, or a handful of spicy dishes. And I usually order them hot. But those are, like, that's Chinese food done in America for Americans, and they call it hot. I don't think that it's genuine hot according to the culture. So I think it's so they can sell, like, they don't want to hurt people because they want return business. So I think that there's maybe some adjustment on the spice level. Now, that being said, there's a place in town, well, in the next town over, called Chang's, and they make a really, really good, but a really spicy Generals, and, you know, I like that. It doesn't hurt me too much, so I'm assuming this will be more than that. Given the YouTube audience that watches for these things, yeah, I suspect I'm in for a treat. Hey, NDI question for the day. As I set the presets on the BirdDog cameras in Studio Monitor, and then to control them through Companion, I find that I have to hit the save button and the position number. I feel like he has no choice but to do so several times before the camera position stays. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't it just remember it when you click the buttons? So you're setting these in Studio Monitor? Yeah, it should only take one click. It has only ever taken me one click, and I've readjusted the presets here this morning. So store 1 or store 2 or whatever. But in Studio Monitor. And then I recalled these positions in Companion. So, you know, they should work just accordingly. But yeah, it should be one click. If you're finding that the presets aren't saving, verify your baseboard and firmware, and then also check that your network's not dropping packets, because, you know, if the save command isn't making it to the camera, that could definitely do that. So I don't know. Ooh, I should also take 5 minutes to talk about something that came up in a ticket this week. So I was referenced in a ticket this week, and one of the guys here was fielding questions, you know, about an installation and what have you. And it was mentioned that the guy on Twitch, which is me, only will help people if my network looks like his. First of all, that statement is false. That is not true. The stalling. I'm not, well, I mean, I could eat it now, but the story won't make any sense afterwards, and I feel like I need to get this recorded. It's not true that we won't support your network. However, you will have to go into the conversation acknowledging that that's not how BirdDog runs their networks. You have to agree to that, because it's almost virtually impossible for us to test every configuration out there. The real complaint was, you know, these products, if they're meant for everybody, you know, you can't expect everybody to be a network administrator. I agree. You really can't. However, the more advanced user you are, or the more willing you are to learn the system and to integrate a really strong system, the better the performance will be. And so, you know, my back to analogy, the one that I always go to is, you could probably drive, you know, a race car in first gear around the track. And that might be cool for like the first day, or like the first lap, or a little more. But after a while, you're going to want to know, like, this thing can go a whole lot faster and can operate at amazing speeds. And you're going to want to know how to do that. And so it's going to take some time and some training. And if there was, like, for example, a school of thought that helped you achieve those goals, you might want to consider those. That if you want maximum performance out of a product, you might want to learn how to do it, how they do it, so that you can get better performance out of the issue. And so I agree, the products can be run. Now, quote me. You can quote me here, but I want you to keep it in context. I want you to watch to the end of the clip, because you better believe I'm going to clip this. You can run a network in static. You can run these products off of unmanaged switches. You can. Yes, you can. However, you definitely won't get the performance you're hoping for if you only go that far down the network realm. Okay? So if you're not willing to have a sophisticated network, if you're not willing to learn about layer 2 and layer 3 switching, if you're not willing to understand why a DHCP is better than static and what a routing table or an active DNS is, you're going to be left with lackluster performance. You're not going to be able to drive the sports car the way that it was designed to be driven, because you're not knowledgeable on how to do that. So I do agree. You can run these on an unmanaged network and a static network if you want. But you will be disappointed in their performance because you're supporting them with a poor infrastructure. That is your speech for the day, and I'm going to follow up on the chat, and then we're going to do this this little snacks on stream. So brace yourself, folks, it's coming. And let me just throw this up there so that we can all enjoy the disgustingness that is ramen noodles from afar. This one's for you, Senseless. Yeah, we help everyone, but there are 5 million ways to do things. Agreed. You got to be able to spell IP. Yeah, embellishing, but you get the point. In fairness, I could have worded one of my responses a bit more clearly, but yes. Sure. Like I said, you can, like, the complaint really was, you guys are saying that these things are high performance and they're for everybody, but you're also saying everybody needs to be a network expert. You are buying a network product. You need to understand the network because you're buying a network product. It's like you're buying a car, but you don't know how to drive. It's like, well, okay. Yes, it's beautiful. It looks great on the shelf, but when you try and drive it, it doesn't work very well. So, you can go deeper into that knowledge base and learn how to use it, and it will perform better for you. But it's a sliding scale, we'll say. It's like I was helping a friend of the family with his phone. I asked what kind of phone he had, and he said, "I have a Samsung from Metro. You must be this tall to ride the ride." Well, look, there are some people who believe that, like, really, and I, truthfully, when I started, I really felt this way because I was getting really frustrated with people who were buying these products and had no idea what they were buying. But there are resources now that explain NDI, explain BirdDog products, what you're getting into. So if you buy it and then complain about needing to be a network expert, which really just means you have to have a DHCP and a managed switch, if that's really complicated, if that makes you a network admin, yeah, maybe IP isn't for you. I don't know, but those are really basic network things. Those understanding those concepts do not make you a network administrator. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, the products are for everybody, just not for everybody. The products are for anybody, but just not for everybody. There you go. Don't quote me on that. The ability to get support is contingent upon using certain standard network management practices. Well, and again, people get really frustrated because, like, we don't have phone support, for example. And it's like, well, the products are not really serviceable over the phone. I can't tell you what buttons to click because I need to see it performing. And so really we need to remote in and have a remote session if you really need to have a support agent work with you. So, anyway. We had one ticket a couple weeks ago that said, "I can't believe I spent this much money on a product and I can't call somebody about it." And I was like, there are lots of people you can call, but they're going to charge you for it. Yes, you can't call us directly, but we will be happy to get on a chat with you over remote, or we'll be happy to set up a Teams call with you or whatever. But yeah, you can't just call me out of the blue and keep me on the phone for 6 hours because you don't know how to set up your DHCP. I prefer the statement to be adjusted a bit. The ability to get the results you are hoping for is contingent upon using certain standard network management practices. Ooh, this is starting to sound like a networking course. Our support doesn't end with folks that don't have those standards, but our ability to effectively solve their issues likely does, and in most cases it's a fine line. You have no idea how many times people have written back to us and said, "Look, I bought the 4250 and I set it up according to your guidelines. Everything's working great. Thanks." Like, we're not talking about one or two. We're talking about dozens of tickets that have said that to us. So, yes, you can be mad that we have recommendations, but we know they work. So if you want performance results, we can offer you those options. But if you're just going to throw them back at us and be like, "I can't believe I have to be a network admin," it's like, well, if you think having a DHCP and a managed switch makes you a network admin, you may want to look into the requirements for, like, Network Plus certifications or something like that, because you'll be astonished at how much network admins have to know in order to, it's not just a Soho network, it's about security and it's about how data moves and everything. So anyways, right, I need to see because we will end up getting nowhere in 8 hours. It's true. What? You don't have a giant box of clues that you can ship? No, but I have a small box of Korean spicy ramen noodles that we may be auctioning off here soon, because if I die, that's what's going to happen. Okay, folks, I'm going to bite the bullet here. We got like 25 minutes to go to watch me die, and so might as well go for this. So, you can see here on screen what these are. This is the black bag, and these are kind of starting to absorb all those juices that were in the bottom. I should have probably cut these noodles prior to cooking them, but I poured several noodles down the drain because they were slipping out as I was draining the liquid. So yeah, special thanks to Beep Chirp, who has supplied us our torture for the day. Always appreciative when people send us stuff. I'm not sure about this, but let's try a small bite first, and we will try and get as much of this through my digestive system before I die. So
Here we go!
okay. Yeah. 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 Oh no. Oh. Went down the throat. Oh, I smoked. All right. Keep it going. Keep it going. Go, go, go. A spoon? Yeah, I couldn't find a fork. It's all good, though. The edge of this thing works really well to cut them. Oh! Actually... Actually... Can't put words together just yet. Hold tight. I'll give you my full review, as I always do. To be honest with you, I don't want to say anything too soon. You know? I'm trying to survive. However, doesn't warrant milk yet. So maybe that's my ego talking, or the demons that are coming out. I should also mention that I've had coffee this morning. This is lunch. And Bird Dog Brayton expressed his concern about doing this to my body before we have forks. Clear bag in the drawer. Yeah, I totally forgot about it. Doing this to my body on an empty stomach. Okay. So. It is spicy. But for ramen, it's actually really good. Let's see what it does to my lips. Time to get reckless. You know? I'm not going to do a follow-up video as to how this, maybe I'll talk about it on Thursday, but what's going on, Sherman? I'm about to start speaking in tongues here in a minute. I'm trying to, like, up the ante here. Wow, that was close. A noodle just hit me in the eye, like right underneath. Oh, crap. Back up. Oh, man. Sorry, those are gross. Take those off camera. Yeah, today we are torturing... Today we are torturing ourselves with Korean spicy ramen. Special shout out to Mr. Beep Chirp, a fan of spicy foods, evidently. I don't know if he actually eats this. I can't stop. Like, you can't. Oh my gosh, this is gonna destroy me. You can't stop eating it though, because when you do, then it turns up a little bit. All right, now let's answer some NDI questions. Praise Jeebus. The Demons. Hey, I just made it in. I like that brand. Good for you. It's fire for sure. Hey, checking two P200s for update baseboard with software. Both cams are 6TD. Those are old. Get those Jessies updated. Those are not up to date. 6TD is old. Compare the spice to a B-dub sauce scale. Oh, there's a great idea. This is hotter than Caribbean jerk, and it's hotter than Asian zing. Unfortunately, the burp that comes afterwards is twice as disgusting as any other spicy burp that I've had. Good golly. Praise Alleluia is what we say. All right, now it's time to like buckle down here, boys or girls. We don't judge. Good golly, man. Who does this for fun? Like, this is literally the only thing this is for this YouTube challenge, right? Because, all right, I can show you what I'm like legit taking big bites. I hope you guys are believing me here. We're making some headway, and if you're watching the recap, the Snacks on Stream playlist, go ahead and back up to the beginning of this at some point and realize that I am putting this away and making best effort. It is affecting my vision. Yikes, man. The noodles are pretty good, though. When I take my glasses off and I'm not wearing contacts, everything is a blur. And it probably doesn't help that my insides are like having an exorcism right now. So, but like I can't even read the chat because I'm that blind. So, let's get these back on my face. That's probably a good idea. Okay. No ramen left behind. I don't want to update to LTS. Well, LTS is the stablest version of the firmware we've ever released. Why don't you want to update to LTS? It's still NDI 4.5, but it's still NDI 4. What bug are you concerned about? Good golly, man. Oh my goodness. Get some milk or sugar syrup. That sounds good. I do have milk. What is 8489? What are you talking about? Don't say cryptic things without explanations while I'm ingesting probably the spiciest thing I've eaten in 12 months. Good golly, man. Jeez. Nobody eats this for fun, though, right? All right, fellas. I think this clinches it for me that we need to start ordering wings. I need to start ordering wings for lunch and doing challenges of those. I'm on board with that. Okay, full disclosure. Oh, look at that. I made a pretty good dent in that, right? Full disclosure, though. I don't eat 500 calories for lunch these days. And I want to finish it. I might try and finish it. But it's getting to the point where if I'm eating it now, it will induce vomiting. I am going to drink some milk. Oh man. Yeah, that lowered the Scoville level in my mouth substantially. Jeez. Not needing the tracking ability, I'm happy with the cam's work so far. Well, except your presets don't work, right? No, you're fine. PTZ control and color on LTS are much better. Oh. Nice, there's a little professional opinion for you. We are here for you if you have questions. Oh. 338, 4, and 89 are firmware versions that go along with the baseboard ending in 6TD. Look at you, Balu. All knowledgeable. Balu looks at cameras all day long and would know that sort of information, probably. Yeah, for sure. All right. Oh, oh gosh. Oh, wow. So John's not going to get sick for the next year. Excuse me. Oh, good golly, man. All right, time for the review. Spicy ramen. One-time spicy ramen from our friends at, well, Beef Chirp, first of all. He's the real culprit of all this. Buldak, is that how you say that? Probably not. Likely butchering that, as I do. But it's the black bag, which you can buy on Amazon here in the US. If you like spicy food, if you can put up with like Caribbean jerk from B-dubs, or like American spicy generals, or like Chinese food, or spicy kung pao, and it makes your nose run, you'll probably be all right. It's definitely a little bit more than that. I'm over salivating because I think my tongue is burnt. But yeah, it's a little bit more than that. Well, if I'm not after a year, I kind of just need to. Well, it would be all. It would be. I would hold you to that expectation if the landscape didn't constantly get updated. So, yeah, good job there. But okay, so yeah, overall review. Good golly, I can't even think straight. It's pretty good. The noodles are definitely manufactured ramen. We're not talking about gourmet here. And when they say artificial spicy chicken flavor, I'm not tasting any chicken. I watched some girl a couple of days ago, maybe it was Friday, and she was eating the noodles, and she's like, if you can look past the burning, you can really taste the chicken. It's so nice. And she's full of crap, man. There's no chicken flavor. Get out of here with that. I'm not a ramen connoisseur, but I know what chicken ramen tastes like. Now, be careful with if you care at all about your health, because at 530 calories, I don't know if you can see this or read that. At 530 calories, it is a doozy to your caloric intake. And so you probably need to do some exercises before you come to the table of this delicacy. Let's see if I can help you out here. And, here we go. All right, so this is Studio Monitor Desktop. So yeah, wheat flour, so none of you gluten-free folks. It even has wheat gluten in it, so extra gluten to go along with the gluten. So if you're intolerant of such items, you are already out of the runnings. But if I do want to draw attention to Balu's discovery the other day. He said cooking instructions. It says, put noodles in a bowl, boil them up, and then leave them for about 5 minutes. Remove the water, so just noodles are left. So strainer or whatever you want to do, and then it says remain 8 tablespoons, but all of the setups and the way that people cook them, they either leave all of the water and make a soup, but that's not actually what the instructions say. It just says 8 tablespoons, which is about what was left in the bottom, because then the noodles, as they rested for a few minutes, they absorbed the remainder of that water, which is, it's good. And then, add the flakes and stir. And if I'm not mistaken, the flakes are sesame seeds and dry seaweed. Now, I'm not really a seaweed fan. Oh, you know what? It's actually easier to read it in Studio Monitor. I'm not really a seaweed fan, but check out the spice list. Paprika, things that I can pronounce. Soybean oil, onion, red pepper. Red pepper what? Red pepper seed oil. And then less than 2% of garlic food starch modified chili pepper extract. Just, to kick it up a notch. Paprika extract, black pepper powder, curry powder, cumin. It's the curry. That's what's burning me. Yeah, it's the curry. I was like, there's something in my childhood that this brings up. And I used to have a next door neighbor who was from a best friend that was from Trinidad and Tobago, and his folks, his grandparents, used to make a lot of curry all the time, curry chicken, whatever. It's delicious, and I used to eat it if they'd offer it to me happily. But I'd go home, and my older brother would. I only have one brother, but my older brother would comment on the undesirable smell in which I carried. And I never thought anything of it. Anyways, we moved, and so did my best friend. He moved like the next year, and I never had an opportunity to really eat curry again. It's kind of lost its appeal to me in my older years, or my latter years. I don't think I'm super old, not even 40 yet, but that's super old. Anybody over 40, start buying your burial plot. So anyways, I kind of escaped me, and then I started going to restaurants that served it, and it just didn't appeal to me anymore. So the curry powder, though, that is what I'm tasting, and it does leave an overall burn. You can eat a whole... Excuse me. Whoa, jeez. Be careful with those refunds. You can actually probably get through this bowl if you don't swallow from the back of your throat. Okay, so like what I mean by that is you don't allow those spices to get like right between where the food gets past, through your throat and down to your stomach. There's like a threshold, and I know it sounds weird, but like if you get pepper flakes or something stuck back there and it starts to burn, you're probably done. The general burn is like just throughout my mouth, but it's something else, man. Something else. But I will say this: I don't think I'm out of the runnings to try the 2-time spicy on next Tuesday. I think we'll go ahead with those plans. I cannot guarantee you that I will eat this amount or any, but I don't think I'll probably get through the whole bowl, and I hope that doesn't count as, wow, that's unappealing on camera. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to probably get through the whole bowl, but I will try the 2-time spicy. If I take one bite of them and that's it, then that's it. But I mean, if I was hungry, if this was offered to me and I was hungry enough, I'd probably do it. Like, I'd probably eat it. That's not unreasonable. So there you go, folks. My overall review. If you like spicy food and you can put up with very subpar quality ramen noodles, check out the Buldak artificially spicy chicken flavored ramen from our friends at Samyang, which, by the way, also different company, I'm assuming, but Samyang makes some knockoff lenses for Canon cameras, which I have a couple. I have one of them, which is an ultra wide that I do night photography with, and so not the same company. I'm hoping they don't make ramen and camera lenses, but yeah, look, if you like spicy food, these are not crazy expensive on Amazon. They do contain more substance than your average ramen pack from, the college kid meal for $4 for $1. These are not $4 for $1, but they're not outrageous either. So I also feel like my neurons in my brain are starting to make more coherent sense. Whether or not that's coming across on the stream, I'm not quite sure. But hey, not so bad. Didn't overall kill me in the end. So giddy up. All right, let's try and return to the chat here and make some sense of the last 10 minutes that we're going to be on. Sorry for the late start today, folks. I had a really rough night last night. Dexter kept me up, and we had a late conference with a client trying to work out some issues. And so I had a slow start this morning in the office and literally ran in here. There's actually a couple other issues that we need to sort out, and so pushed a little over, and I'll give you a little bit extra today. Besides, we definitely neglected the NDI chat because we did snacks on stream today, and yeah, happy I did that. I didn't even need the Pringles. So there you go. Not too bad. I am going to sort out... Oh, hang on, Imtash. Let's answer your question here. Not tasting any chicken. My fitness pal is going to be mad at you today. I've actually already planned out today's meals, so I do watch my caloric intake. It's something new that I'm trying. Not new. I've tried it in the past, but I hope Dexter's doing well. Dexter is here, and he has completely neglected the entire experience of enjoying this ramen delectable. I'm also a little bit scared that I'm going to stand up and pass out, so who knows what it's actually doing to me. Stomach feels pretty good right now. Normally it would be protesting, but yeah, currently not. So Dexy's here. He's a good boy. He just had we were here really late last night, and he slept the whole time. And so then I took him home, and it was pretty much bedtime by the time I got home and talked to my wife and sorted out what happened yesterday at home. So yeah, it was a bummer day for him, and he just was not tired. That's what happened. So he was ready to not be in his crate. Hey, before I update these two cams, you're young enough to be my kid. Michael, I don't know enough about you to say that would be great, but you seem like a nice guy, so cool. All right, before I update the two cams, if I update these two cameras, but the other two cams I'm using later aren't updated to LTS, am I causing more problems for today's stream? So it's still NDI 4. So if you're bringing these into vMix or Wirecast or something like that, you can use LTS on some cameras and LTS on the other. The problem is you cannot use keyboard on mixed cameras. So if you have a controller, that's not going to be you're not going to be able to do that. Let me bring this back closer. So you're not going to be able to use both. Well, we're both from Canada. Yeah. It's always nice to meet a fellow countryman. So yeah, if you're using a controller, you have to pick one or the other, LTS firmware or not. They both have to sing the same LTS language. But if you're just using Studio Monitor, by all means, that should be just fine. Yeah, wow, just got dizzy. So yeah, depends kind of on the situation. But MTash, if you're using, if you want to give it a try, my suggestion though, as always, PSA, is that you don't update cameras that are in production. You just update ones that you can afford to run in demo to make sure that it's stable and does everything that you want it to do, and that you understand how to get the product back to the state that you had it in. Because when you do a baseboard update, you're fundamentally changing the way the baseboard functions and how it's programmed, which means that you'll probably need to start from ground zero in terms of presets and exposure rates and all that stuff. You're gonna have to basically start over. And my suggestion is, when you do the update, go to the OSD first, hit factory reset, and then set your exposure, set your white balance, set all your settings, and then go through and save your presets. Don't recall presets from the old firmware, because it's going to recall the wrong values at this point. So go through, have some time to do the update. Be sure that you're not doing these on mission critical cameras. Let sleeping dogs lie, and do it on one, and know how the process works and how involved it is or isn't. Make sure you have a good grasp on that, and then update the fleet when you get a chance. I'll hold off updating until later this week. Sounds good. Wow, the lingering smell of this ramen now is not appealing. Whew. My mouth is actually fine, but this is the liquid that helps. I think it's also settling the demons in my stomach right now. So
5 minutes remaining.
All right, Master Chief, thank you so much for letting me know, and we are going to run it out here. We got 5 more minutes, so let's answer whatever questions you have. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh gosh, it's only Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We had daylight savings here on Sunday here in the US, and so it's kind of screwed with schedules over in Australia because they haven't had their daylight savings yet. But whatever. I've actually just got a note from one of my guys. Popped up on my screen. There we go. Oh. So, yeah, we are gonna get some stuff done today. I've got some stuff going on at home tomorrow. So I might actually be working from home tomorrow, but I don't know just yet. That's probably what's going to end up happening. But, one step at a time. I thought you meant that the current... What did I say? Let me go back to the chat real quick. Actually, I'm looking for flights to Vegas for NAV. Oh, M-Tash, we're going to see you. Finally going to get to shake your hand and say hello. That's awesome. Please come by the booth, man. That would be so great to have you there. And I'm always happy to put faces to names, to usernames. Feel free to greet me with your username if you're coming to NAB, because I'll know that first. I probably won't know. Actually, I know your name because of Facebook. But hey, if you guys are going to hang out with us at NAB, feel free to find me. I will be around the booth. I'll probably only wander off a few times. But my schedule is also going to be working with some interviews and what have you with some mutual business friends. And so we're going to be doing a little bit of that and running the booth and what have you. So we're pretty excited. NAV is going to be a blast. It's going to be a ton of work. So please come by and see whatever it is that we've put together. There's going to be a lot of sales guys there from BirdDog. And so if you're interested in talking about the product and understanding how it works or what's in store in the future, we'd be happy to talk to you about that. We've got some stuff planned. So I don't know if we're planning on announcing anything at NAB, but we will definitely be showing some stuff. So yeah, come on by it. Watch out. Oh yeah, the refund is disgusting. Ugh. Oh gosh. Whew. I think only Dexter has worse breath than that. There's a picture of... Is it a bird? Is it a plane? What is it that's on this? Right here. What is this? Is this like a chicken or something? The Bulldog trade character. Hochi. I don't know if that's supposed to be a chicken or not, but anyways. Hey, we've reached 100 messages. We can officially end the stream. I'm going to give you 2 more. It's a chicken. Hey, mysterious person on Facebook. Let me find out who you are. Thanks for joining us over there. I appreciate that. And keeping the chat alive. Oh, it's Bird Dog Phil. What's going on, Phil? Good to see you, man. I am really looking forward to finally seeing you again. It's been 2 years. And yeah, we got some catching up to do. So, looking forward to having you there. I have my tickets, so I'm going. I'll be there. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am very excited about NAB. I think once we get it kind of ironed out in terms of all the stuff we want to do and how the network is supposed to work. Oh my gosh, it's so involved. Once we sort it all out, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I really hope it works perfectly because my reputation is going to be on the line. So, way too long. Agreed, man. Agreed. Can't wait to see you. 100 messages. Fantastic. All right. Well, it's officially been 5 extra minutes thanks to Master Chief, and so we will call it a wrap. I am still dizzy, so I don't know if that's the food or the spice or the influx of like probably 400 calories. My face is not melting off, and I think this has been the gateway food for the 2-time spicy ramen, which will be next Tuesday. Now, coming up on Snacks on Streams on Thursday, Beep Chirp has also sent elbow cuff. Beep Chirp has also sent us some. What are they? They're basically like, you know when you make like popsicles with a cup and a popsicle stick and you put it in the freezer and then you like pull it out and it's like a cone of like juice or whatever it is you used. Well, this is an unidentified solidified substance that is resting on a pile of spices. And I have actually seen a variant of this before. It was in Texas. We were on the border of Mexico in McAllen, Texas. If you know where that is. If not, Google it. It's right on the border. And so a high Hispanic population. And they had a lot of candy and treats that were native to Mexico. So at this church that we were working with, the youth minister comes up and hands everybody in my group one of these like suckers. And he was like, this is a very popular candy in Mexico, but also here in southern Texas. We were like, okay, cool. So I have video. I recorded this, which I was so fortunate, and I didn't actually eat one. But they're basically like a sweet candy that's dipped in spices. And Balu tried one here. He is not a fan. I'm not sure why I typed elbow cough. The emoji looks like a guy dabbing. I see. Understood. The the emoji didn't work. Remember, we're not on Twitch anymore. We got banned. And I'm giving up on my hopes. I have yet to even receive anything from support. So, yeah, that's a bollocks. It's a bollocks support team over there. So, they aren't good. That's what they are. They are. Anyways, Balu tried one, and he is not a fan. Senseless tried one, and I feel like it was mixed reviews. Maybe I'll be corrected here after the show. I don't think he enjoyed it. However, I did promise that on Thursday, Snacks on Stream will be these lollipops with spice. When I videotaped my friends eating this similar candy in Texas, my friend said it's kind of like someone went into your pantry in your kitchen and just knocked over all the spices onto the table and then like licked a Jolly Rancher and rolled it in the spices on the table, and then put it back in your mouth. That's what it tastes like. So, oh, here he goes. Wait, I stepped away for a second. What didn't I enjoy? The spicy lollipops that were sent to us by Beep Chirp. Good luck on the lollipop. Can confirm they're not good. Oh, fantastic. Well, hey, the package was a little bit confusing because there was a red package and a green package. The red package has what we think is an apple, but it could also be a strawberry. So what I will do is try the lollipop first and determine what sort of flavor we're dealing with. And then we're going to, because you have to get the lollipop like wet before it will pick up the spice, and then we'll eat it as intended and perhaps regret those decisions. So the first bag is what we believe to be some sort of apple or strawberry flavor. The other one seems to be, it was in a green bag, so I was hoping green apple, but it's actually cucumber. I didn't enjoy is the nicest way that I can possibly be honest about my experience with those. Okay, so those ones just sound like I'm just not gonna, it's not gonna kill me. It's not spicy. Well, maybe it is, but not like this. Good golly. But it's not gonna kill me, but it will not be enjoyable, is kind of what I'm gathering. But anyways, on Thursday, we're going to do snacks on stream, and that is what we are going to try. And it will give my body a chance to recover, because I don't know what the next 48 hours is going to be like. I'm okay right now, but the aftertaste of this lunch is horrendous. So I don't know why people like these things, but hey, we did it, and we didn't die. We actually got through 2/3 of the bowl, and not too bad. So, senseless. Don't be nice about that. Hey, good luck with that. I can confirm they're not good. It's like spices and sugar mixed. It's like a strange fun dip. Okay, the strange fun dip challenge. That's what we're gonna go with. That's a good way to put it. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Join us on Thursday for more nonsense and snacks on stream. Those things are different, and we will give those strange fun dip candies a go. And then the following Tuesday, I will gather my wits about me, and we'll do 2 tips. Words. We're going to do 2 times spicy Bulldog artificial spicy chicken flavor ramen. Yeah. So there you go. If today was enjoyable, I hope you'll join me next week, same time. But come back on Tuesday as well. Or, good golly. Come back on Thursday at 11 to 12. And we'll do this again. Bring your NDI questions. And hey, if you need to reach out to us before then, help@birddog.tv. We'll open a ticket for you, and my team will be in touch. We seem to have a steady run of folks sending in questions and tickets, and so that's been great. But yeah, reach out to us, and we will do what we can to get in touch with you. So I really hope you're doing well. I really hope I'm going to be well after today. But join us on Thursday. I look forward to being with you again. We have had a lot of fun today. We've said some things we didn't mean, and now the show needs to come to an end. So I'm going to peace out pretty quick and probably finish this cup of milk that Balu so graciously donated. And then we'll see you on Thursday around 11 o'clock. So take care of yourselves, folks. We'll see you in a couple days. Later.